finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us here. Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Duke Blue Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
It might be small, but it is mighty. The Duke fan base has really started coming alive, and just 40,000 fans can sound like 60, the way they are passionate and yelling for their Blue Devils. Duke is finding some success in football in the last decade, and Wallace Wade Stadium is starting to really rock and roll when opponents come to town. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Blue Devils ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give is to Williams. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. the option look. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Richardson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Here's a heat! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He'll set up to throw. A strike downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and goal. Now on the option. Touchdown, Duke! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something to win it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
He'll pull it down and run. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
To the air, it's Washington. Zings it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Third down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Shows him the stiff arm. Makes it past the marker. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And, man, another nice run. And you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got 1 touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quick completion on the out. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Wants to throw on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll try to pop the draw. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Open space at the 25. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Williams. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Howard. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going.
Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Campbell. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe a crease. Gives him the big stiff arm. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Duke.
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping them. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw, it's Washington. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And I actually thought the defense had the right coverage there. That's just really good offense, like really good timing between QB and tight end. You got a middle-of-the-field safety. You got those guys underneath. The defense has to see the ball, break on it, but sometimes they're just too good of a duo.
And the Terrapins peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Webb. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Sends it back in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Quickly complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
It's caught, and perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. It's a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
To the air on 2nd down. Complete to Williams over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. to throw. It's Washington. Out of the backfield, he's open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Williams. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. On the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The screen, and watch out. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Just about set to get this second half underway. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Handoff to the lone back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. 2-hand catches are preferable, not always necessary. Sticking the big mid up there and hauling it in.
And how about the play by the tight end, bailing his QB out? Because that was not a perfect throw, but he just stuck out that big paw and reeled it in.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get the first through the air. Firing to the right, complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And, man, And this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And it's no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here. Maybe some room here.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the air, it's Washington. Looking down the middle. Fires it incomplete. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Terrapins are marching down the field. Running inside, it's Williams. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Webb. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking to pass. It's Washington. They'll run the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give is to Williams. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Rush is on him. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his man. Across the 20. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Duke. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Escapes the pressure to his right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Washington. He's going to take a shot. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. And this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Finds his man. It's Webb. Breaks into the open. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give is to Williams. Powers through the defender. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Open on the right side. That's Smith. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The give on the counter. Nice move there. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
They feed him again. Push down for the tackle.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Terrapins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Maryland!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give. And some room to work. There he goes. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Blue Devils. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. He scores for the 5th time in this game. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Smith takes the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking.
Makes the grab in their space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Terrapins are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Got a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give as they work on that clock. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's away and a beauty headed toward the sideline. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air. It's Washington. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Fleming. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Howard. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Rolls it in. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quick strike complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Maryland uses its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. The offense changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
They've got enough time to get another score, but they have to get the ball back on this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.